edges are an incredibly important skill and you need them for basically everything in roller skating, but it's something that beginners often overlook. So I'm going to show you a nice, simple, easy drill that anyone can follow along with to help you find your edges. What we're going to do first is just stand in the staggered stance. And we're going to use this because it's nice and stable and it gives us a nice wide base for the wobbles. And most people are comfortable with the right foot in front. So to start with, you can absolutely use the most comfortable side and then you can do the more awkward side once you feel a little bit more confident. With the arms, you're going to put them into your circle. So depending on which way round you're going, whether you're at the rink, because you can do this around the corners of the rink if you want to, whichever way round you're going to go, you're going to have your arms and your hips facing into your circle. Now you see how my lower body is twisting. It's going to be a lot easier to go anti-clockwise with this right foot in front. That's a much more comfortable position than that because I'm twisting. So ideally, you want to have the left foot in front. So a nice bubble to give us some speed. Then we're going to hit this stagger and turn the arms in. Now make sure that your shoulders are down. It's really important, especially this back one because you don't want it up here. Put it down. Now, without even knowing it, you are actually practicing an inside and an outside edge. Here, we're traveling around the circle like this. So this is an inside, this is an outside, and our arms are here. In a stagger, it's normal to have the weight on this back foot. But what we're going to do is we're going to shift the weight to this front inside edge. And when you feel confident, we are going to lift the back leg. Now, the beauty of this is using your shoulders correctly will push your edge. And if you're just rolling forwards and you're like, right, there's my edge and I'm using my shoulders, and all of a sudden it's going to tighten the edge and you're going to be like, oh, that feels really scary. But if you're rolling in this position and your shoulders are correct and you're leaning into your circle and all you do is lift the foot, it's not going to be as terrifying. So I'm here, my shoulders are in, weight's on my back leg. Now I'm going to shift to my front leg. When I feel confident, I'm going to lift this foot. So it hasn't got to go out the back. If you're more comfortable, you can just hold it up for now. But ideally, you want to get it nice and strong out the back when you can. This is where it starts to get slightly more complicated. Now see if you can see it in a minute. When you're an inside edge, you actually want opposite arm to leg. So the opposite arm to leg would be in front because then you've got this arm to lean on. But at the moment we're going around in a nice circle, pushing ourselves in. So when we get on that inside edge, we've actually got the wrong arm in front because we've got the right arm and the right leg in front. And it needs to be this left arm. So as the weight shifts forward more, you need to square up and bring this left arm forwards. So I'm in the circle here. Now I'm shifting my weight onto my front leg and I'm squaring up. And then my left arm is going to be in front for when I lift this foot. That is going to help me balance. Here, shifting to my front foot, my arms are squaring up and I've lifted. Left arm in front on my right leg. So that is the inside edge. So let's work on the left foot stagger. We're going to go anti-clockwise still, but we're going to swap to this left stagger. So then we'll be practicing an outside edge. So let's give this a go. So we've still got the right one in front, and then what we're going to do is put more weight on this right foot so the left one releases a bit and it can slide forward. Now, my body is still in a very similar position. I'm still leaning inwards, it's just this leg is slightly in my way. So I'm here. Now, you can swap back again. So I'm going to put more weight on my left and I'm going to slide my right foot forward. Now, this is again using our edges, so right foot forward. Now, you can use the inside edge on this one to push. So right foot swap to the left. Now I'm going to put my weight on my left and I'm going to push on my inside edge there. So this is using edges to gain momentum. So I can do this forever now, or until the cameraman throws up. So now we're going to do the exact same thing with an outside edge that we just did with the inside edge, and we are going to need to swap our arms again, but we're going to keep everything else pointing into our circle. So we're going to be here, and we're going to put all the weight onto the left so we can lift the right foot. Now with an outside edge, it is same arm and leg, so you're going to want the left arm in front on your left leg. So let's give it a try. So stagger, everything is pushing into the circle here. weight towards my left. I'm gonna bring my left arm in front and lift. You see how my body didn't move? I'm still going into the circle, just got my left arm in front now. So, pushing, 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 leaning. There. So I'm really leaning. This shoulder is down, so I'm really in my circle. That is going to give you such a nice edge. Let's just really quickly cover the clockwise version in case your rink skates that way round. So it's going to be the opposite feet. So ideally you need to practice this in both directions because you're going to get the edges on both feet. So for this one, we start with the left foot in front, and this is going to be our inside edge. And then we swap to the right stagger, and that is going to be our outside edge. So let's give it a go. So it's exactly the same. I can do my swapping, push on my inside edge, swapping, push on my inside edge. And now I'm going to put all my weight on my left foot, bring my arms round and release the foot. And I can do my outside edge here. Everything's pushing in, this shoulder is down. Bring my right arm to the front and release the left foot. Keep this lean. As always, it's all about the shoulders, and this time don't forget your hips. If your hips are working against you, so if I'm on my outside edge, I want this shoulder down and this hip here. Now, if the hip's here, it's going to be really difficult. So if you're having trouble, stop and think, where are my hips? I'm Katie, you're watching Skatie, and I'll see you next time. Bye.